Now, whatever your past was, whatever mistakes you might have committed in the past, in your ascent, or whatever might have happened in the past because of others to you, is all lost in the past, the ocean of the past. But now, you see, when you reach a certain state, then you should not allow anything of the past to come back. I would even suggest to give a challenge to the past. You have to challenge the past. Now you sit down here. Now let's see. What was the past? Oh, that one was. All right, let's see that. Gone to waste. Finished. Good for nothing. Like that. Then you are fixed into this point. But even if you are afraid of the past, to look at it, oh God, and you feel funny, or you get angry with yourself, or you feel upset about it, then yet you have not reached the point. So now you have to see it, that you are at a distance, that's why you are seeing it. Nothing can touch you. So the judgment will come from you to yourself. Am I still involved in the past that was last, that was yesterday, is finished now? Am I even now bothered about it? And your mother will also sometimes test you on that. Sometimes I may remind you of some mistake of yours. And then see what happens to you. And then I will know where are my children. Now you have become the fruit which is ripe. So why should you worry about things which you are not anymore? Now if you have become a full-fledged bird, why should you worry about the egg that used to smell so badly? So, this is the attitude one must have towards oneself, the confidence within yourself. So that's how you challenge your past, and now you can even challenge your future. Now start thinking what can happen to us, supposing, which is very common nature of the Western people. Yes. Because if you tell somebody, now will you please go and telephone to that person, immediately that person will tell you, perhaps he may not be there. Now let me see what's the time. This is the time he has to go out, so he must have gone out. But why don't you telephone?
What's then?
And you telephone and the fellow is there. This is the Western style of futuristic explanations of everything. So, when you challenge your future, I've been always challenged by the people who are futuristic all the time. Like you tell them, I want to do this. So they'll say, but in that the problem is this. Problem. You see? This is modern word.
Das ist die moderne
We
Weise.
never knew this word before for all these things. We used to only use it in geometry.
Das
Really, I'm telling you the truth.
das
Now, this word geometry, you see, it was for proving something. You see, that was the problem. So that's how we have proved, you see. So now, you see, then another thing, if you say that, all right, this is the problem, so can you try this one? He said, then the problem is this. You give the solution another problem. By the time there are 11 solutions, you are fagged out and you just sit down. You don't know what to say. Now your mind has been doing the same thing with you. You see, that kind of a mind always tries to find problem because it doesn't want to solve. So as soon as it wants to say he wants to go somewhere to the station, immediately say the problem is there's no car. That means he starts quarreling with himself all the time. His body is quarreling on one side, his heart is on another side, his mind on another side, liver is on another side. So as a result, at the end of the day, you find all of them sitting doing nothing whatsoever, all exhausted, fighting with oneself. You see any film or anything nowadays, the modern ones, you'll find all of them in the film, they'll come and sit down chair. But you see, the trouble is, what have you been doing? What work have you done? Nothing but thinking and figuring out. Now you are Sahajogis. You have to remember that God's all powers are with you. But only thing, you have to be with Him. The powers are with you, but they are not going to run after you. I mean, if you want to wriggle out of it, what can the powers do? So you have the powers of God. I'll give you an example. There was once in my house, you see, I had made a baluster, a complete baluster for the staircase. Laura is here, I'll tell you. And I told him, Laura, that you fix it up and I'm resting for a while because now all the gods are sleeping. So I'll rest for about half an hour and you try to fix it up. And I was just lying down in the drawing room where he was fixing it up, you see. I got up after 1 hour, still he was sitting with a hand like this. He was measuring this distance, that distance, again going back to that and measuring it with very, very small caliper. Did everything. And he was tired. I said, all right, just lift this and fix it. And it was fixed in a second.
Und in einer
You see, because I know I have God's powers. So what is it? If I say the wood has to increase or decrease, just fix it, that's all. So that's how. You see, the future, we start thinking like this now, let me figure it out, if it works out or not, let me fix me up. What is there? This is God's work, just fix it, it will fix. But still, some people will linger on to think, how can it be, Mother? Now I'll tell you the secret. You are in the Brahma Shakti. And this Brahma Shakti is the vibrations that you feel. It has all the creative power, it has all the destructive power, it has all the evolutionary power, it has all the powers, we can say. And it's like a big computer, it uses whatever it wants to use. Now if you take a molecule of sulfur dioxide, you'll find a sulfur has got 2 oxygens, see, vibrating, tuck, 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 like that. There are different types, some are isometric and all that, different types of vibrations. Equal or unequal. These vibrations are Brahma Shakti. And they exist in every matter, whether dead or alive. So, when you say that fix, the wood knows the order has come. And the vibrations in the molecules act.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
So this Brahma Shakti is everywhere. It penetrates into everything. And if you believe in God, it acts in everything. But it's not blind belief. First you have to be perfect Sahajogi. Then you are one with the Brahma Shakti. You can control everything, and you do not waste your energy in controlling nonsensical things. You don't want to become like a juggler, you see, creating a flower out of a thorn or sort of a thing. But wherever necessary, it works, it acts. So you'll have experiences in life, one by one,
Eins nach dem anderen.
and you'll be amazed how things work out. And then you will realize that you are not an ordinary Sajogi.
Die sind
Whatever you have committed wrong in the past, or whatever you used to think of the future, the present becomes divine. And that divine present is the ocean of joy, of which you are the part and particle.
von
Just enjoy that.
Genießen.
As I was telling you today, that then you don't think about who is the enjoyer and who is the creator. You just become the existence. Existence is the present.
Und
That is how it works out. Where you lose all words, all thoughts, all feelings, which are emotional type,
was
and absolutely silent confidence.
und
You drink like nectar of life. May God bless you.